ทุกคนดูไปนะจ๊ะพอดีที่บ้านวันนี้มีงานบรรเนาค่ะเขาก็เลยทำต้นเงินกันค่ะวันนี้ทำต้นเงินดิฉันไม่ได้เอากล้องมานะคะเนาสงกรานต์นั่นแหละค่ะเดี๋ยวดูกันไปนะ
The setter from Leland, Michigan, number 6, Alicia Glass-Childress. Middle blocker from Windsor, Canada, number 7, Lane Van Buskirk. Outside hitter from San Antonio, Texas, number 11, Hannah Maddox. Middle blocker from Henderson, Nevada, number 12, Berkeley Oblad. Outside hitter from Chilauta, Florida, number 14, Peyton Caffrey. And the libero from Yorktown, Indiana, number 4, Kylie Murr. The Thrill are coached by Fran Flory.
Women's professional volleyball is headed to town.
It's a chance to play professionally.
The sky's the limit. There are no limits with this sport.
Real pro indoor volleyball.
Female beach volleyball play.
I see a volleyball in California and around the world. Tonight is the start of something magical.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
And now, let's meet tonight's starting lineup for your San Diego Mojo. A 6'3" opposite out of Paradise Valley, Arizona, number 4, Willow Johnson. A 6'2" middle blocker from San Jose, California, number 7, Veronica Stone. A 6'3" middle blocker from Marysville, Michigan, number 10, Ali Bastianelli. A 5'7" setter from Bangkok, Thailand, number 13, Nutsara Tomkom. A 6'3" outside hitter from Turlock, California, number 16, Lindsay Vanderweide. 6 foot even outside hitter from Glenwood, Illinois, number 19, Timmy Thomas Lara. And the libero at 5'7", Atatoa, Baja, Puerto Rico, number 2, Shara Venegas. The assistant coaches for the Mojo are Deidre Collins Parker and Brendan Directo. And the head coach of your San Diego Mojo, Taiba Hanif Park.
Well, what a beautiful Friday night this is in America's finest city. The San Diego Mojo look to continue their winning ways as they cap off the season series against the Vegas Thrill. Alongside the well-traveled pro volleyball analyst Brett Loftus, I'm Jay Kerman. We're glad you're spending your Friday night here with us live on YouTube. The Mojo, a huge statement victory on Tuesday night of the 5-set variety against Omaha. And Brett, that has them firmly in the 4th and final playoff spot for now.
Yeah, I mean, they have a chance here, Jay, to move and to really solidify that 4th playoff spot. I really think it's going to come down to games like tonight, the games that on paper you're supposed to win, but again, the Thrill really playing for their playoff life, if you will, coming into tonight.
Yeah, Vegas is 6-13. If they're going to climb the standings and leapfrog the 3 teams necessary to get into that Final Four in Omaha, it may very well have to start tonight. Orlando moving down into 6th place tonight. They fell to Columbus earlier. Those 3 teams, including Vegas, are the ones chasing San
พอดี
Diego.
ที่บ้านเขามีงานวัดวันนี้วันเนาสงกรานต์ค่ะเขามีทำต้นพระป่าแล้วก็สร้างอันนี้วัดด้วยนะคะทำอันนี้วัดมีใครจะร่วมบุญด้วยก็บอกด้วยนะคะมีใครจะร่วมบุญบอกด้วยนะมีใครจะร่วมบุญด้วยบอกด้วยนะคะทำต้นเงินเข้าวัดค่ะวันนี้ค่ะ
Last time Vegas was here, they won a 5-set thriller over the Mojo, and tonight we're underway with Nutsara Tomcom serve and Berkeley Oblad slide.
Yeah, big time improvement this year. Right there in Henderson, Nevada. Fran Flory said she's been one of the best players down the stretch this season.
Yeah, they've really started to lean on this 5th-year pro out of Utah, Oblad, who gets that overpass to sail wide. It's 1 apiece.
There's somebody in her second home game that made a really big impact in her first. Willow Johnson back out there on the floor for the Mojo.
Willow returned to the team after 3 months in the Korean League, where her team, the Pink Spiders, finished runners-up. She trained with the Mojo all off-season as Lindsay Vanderweide back in the starting lineup and back on the score sheet from the left pin.
Yeah, you know, Lindsay, she and Kendra Dalkey have kind of been trading out spots in that starting lineup, and, well, depending on who's hot, it's going to depend on who plays the majority of the match. Good start for Lindsay V-Dubs.
Huge bounce back for her on Tuesday with 11 kills as Bastianelli can't punish the overpass there, all tied up at 2 apiece.
Allie been really aggressive on the offensive end, and right there maybe a little bit too aggressive.
So here's the Olympian, 9th-year pro Alicia Glass-Childress. Back to serve, part of a stunning setter matchup in this one here today as Tomcom picks out Bastianelli for the quick side out. Nutsara Tomcom, Alicia Glass-Childress had pretty much traded spots all season long in terms of who leads the league in assists per set. Right now it's Glass-Childress with 10.9 per set. Nutsara Tomcom just off that pace as that sails inches too long from Bastianelli, a service error and a sloppy start, 3-0.
Wow. You think you've always seen the closest one, and then there's a closer one.
I think the cut shot from Willow Johnson Tuesday night might have taken the cake in terms of closest line call we've seen this season.
I think we had another close one here, Jay. Boom.
Smack on the line for Hannah Maddox, her 12th ace of the season. That leads the Vegas Thrill, the rookie out of South Alabama. Another solid serve, better dig by Venegas. And the first swing for Peyton Caffrey gets blocked. That's a new starter in the lineup for the Vegas Thrill, the former West Virginia and Florida State star.
Yeah, and somebody that Fran Flory really raved about this week, but going into the big block there, Veronica Stone and Willow Johnson, more times than not going to get that ball down.
Willow's serve ticks off the tape and gets Vegas a little out of sorts. Kat Bell can't connect there from the right side. Willow Johnson, when she left the team in January, she told Taiba Hanif Park at her house that night for dinner, hold on to my uniform because I might be back. And boy, is San Diego happy she is. The lefty serving now to the back left corner. Caffrey, cut shot kill, and she's on the board.
Yeah, and to revisit Willow, I think that was something where there was no mutual love lost. I think they both still love each other, and they both knew that they could reunite here, this organization in Willow, and obviously they have.
Vanderweide gets the tool, and, you know, the team and coaching staff have really left that door open, too, for Willow to come back and bring in some of that knowledge and leadership that she showed all training camp long, now bringing that back from South Korea. A team that she dreamed of playing with and tried out for multiple times. Got the call to join the Pink Spiders at the very last second. As Caffrey quickly making an impact. This is her first start of the season for Vegas, signed only a few weeks ago.
Well, when you got some players starting to move on, you got other players that have maybe missed some time, you got to see some of the young bucks start to rise up, and Peyton Caffrey in her 4th year as a pro starting to rise to the top here for the Thrill.
Yeah, appeared briefly in set number 3 on Sunday as Caffrey gets blocked there, covered by Oblad, and a free ball back to San Diego. Stone on the quick tempo set.
Jake, we've really seen both of these teams out of system thus far. It feels like nobody's really been able to settle in. Plays like that, though, is exactly what you want to see out of both sides. Good job by the Thrill to keep it alive, but then Nutsar and Aronica has been the terminal duo all year.
Speaking of terminal, Temi Thomas Ilara just took her first swing from the left side. See if they go back to her here. They do. Maddox able to dig it out. Back-to-back 20-kill performances for Temi Thomas Ilara. 4 kills per set. The rookie out of Northwestern and Wisconsin just has a hunger to improve every game, as we'll see a challenge here on the net violation, which was called on Vegas.
Well, on that initial replay, you don't see the net really bouncing around, but it will be interesting to see what Bolt 6 shows.
So there you have it, our suspicions confirmed, and Fran Flory, the all-time winningest coach in the history of the Southeastern Conference, turns in her challenge card, and Brett, I don't think she's going to win this one.
No, again, I think she saw what we saw, that the net wasn't really bouncing, but Caffrey got it so lightly, but she did get the top of that tape.
So a good catch there by our up official, and Ronica Stone, the Mojo leader in aces, has a chance to add to San Diego's 2-point advantage. 12 of them this season for the former Oregon great. Great cover there by Kylie Murr, who played the carom, but the big block of Ali Bastianelli, again, making an early impact.
Yeah, how good has she been, especially early on in sets, Jake? Boom.
Coming off of back-to-back 7-block matches. Temi Thomas Ilara teaming up with her on that one. She had a season best 4 blocks in the win on Tuesday. Great pass there. Second ball from Willow Johnson, and that's what set it all up.
This team, Jake, we talk about their depth a lot, but going along with that, it seems like there's not too many weaknesses in the passing game either, no matter who you have on the floor, and that just proved to be on that last point.
That's key for San Diego. Good passing everywhere, balances out this offense. It makes it hard for Vegas to use their big blockers against them. Murr gets the second ball there, and Caffrey bumps it over. That was trouble for Willow Johnson. Slide, Oblad, dug up by Vander Wyde. Good pass there from Kat Bell. And Caffrey swats one through. Stone there to save the day until Oblad finishes the point.
Yeah, Berkeley Oblad, we mentioned it. They've really been leaning on her. But again, just her veteran presence and her leadership on the floor, I think means so much more than her game, Jake. And that's really why I think she's been able to elevate everything just to another level.
And she's played in Hungary, France, and Taiwan before joining the Thrill. As she goes, Vegas tends to go, especially since they lost Molly McCage to injury about 6 weeks ago. And there is Berkeley going early.
Yeah, you mentioned Molly taking a leadership and more of a coaching role with the middles on the squad here. And again, I think that's played a really big impact. But Berkeley Oblad there in the middle, she's been having that slide play work to success thus far.
Caffrey serves that one into the tape, and Fran Flory said just as much. You know, you've got Alicia Glass-Childress showing these middle blockers the different angles they can hit from, and then you bring in Molly McCage in sort of a coaching role, adding some expertise on the technical side as Kat Bell does a little skip to my Lou out of the way of that one.
How about that, Jake? That is the second straight match we have seen a service error on Nutsar Tomko. Just hadn't happened this year.
That was only her 7th. Over 200 attempts on serve. She makes up for it pretty quickly.
Yeah, the jump set, and then, again, just absolutely terminated down the seam for Miss Bastianelli.
Back-to-back 7-block performances for Bastianelli. The former Illinois great, as a shanked pass is rescued by Glass-Childress. And Vander Wyde whips the right arm for a kill.
Lindsay Vida starting tonight. Again, got the second point of the match, and then just some really big swings. The mojo coming right out of the gate, Jake. We usually see them come out and swing pretty conservatively. They're being very aggressive right now here in set number 1.
D-ball, Bell. She had one of her best nights as a pro here a couple of months ago, a season-high 28 kills in a 5-set Vegas win.
And that's a big reason why. Alicia Glass-Childress setting her up for success.
Johnson tipping, and Kylie Murr read it well. Back row, Caffey. Kept alive by Tomcom. Caffrey, beg your pardon. That set off tempo. You don't see that often. And Vander Weyde couldn't take advantage. Maddox off hands of Bastianelli. Back to Hannah. That time it went off higher hands, and Tomcom was there for the second ball. That gets this crowd going. Bell makes them sit back down.
What an impressive point all around there. Some incredible defense. Kylie Murr, the rookie, she's been special this year, all year long. A couple of great plays from her and Caffrey, but Kat Bell able to end it there for the thrill.
Might that point change the momentum in this opening set? Mojo led at 1 point by 4. That lead is back up to 3. Lindsay Vander Weyde has been working on that, tooling big blocks consistently.
I think it's not only tooling big blocks, but also knowing what you're at on the floor right here. Lindsay, when she hits it, almost out of bounds from where she hit it at, knew going right in the hands, that was going to go right back out towards the scorer's table. Just really good court awareness there from Lindsay.
She never holds back, according to her head coach, as Van Buskirk straight up, straight down for the side out. Everything Lindsay Vander Weyde does comes at 100%. Check out that connection there. Lane Van Buskirk, the Canadian national, who will be leaving the team after this match, trying out for the VNL squad. Won't be with them in Atlanta on national television Sunday. And won't return at all if she makes that cut. And in what could be her final match in the Vegas white and gold, she's got the last 2 points here to turn around the momentum.
Yeah, Van Buskirk has been just getting so much better this year. Talked about her block, how much technicality she's worked in that block, working alongside this Vegas Thrill staff.
Libero's trading fantastic digs, and that one fooled Venegas. Smart shot by Kat Bell, deep corner.
Well, Kat is terminated at 110% tonight. Right there, probably about 70%, but still got the job done.
The start for Bell, 3 kills on 6 swings to go with a couple of digs. As the wicked serve is blocked back by Caffrey, although it sailed wide. So San Diego holds on to the slimmest of leads at our first break of set number 1.
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Really good crowd at Viejas Arena tonight. The first 2,500 through the gates received those replica blue jerseys, just like the ones you see the Mojo wearing here tonight. Brett, quite the home court advantage for San Diego. They've won 5 of their last 7 here at Viejas.
And it's because of the big crowds that have been coming out here at Viejas Arena. Again, those are the jerseys, the replica jerseys. They gave away some white ones a few weeks ago, the Hawaiian shirts. Jake, you got all the giveaways on here tonight. I love it.
Well, the only one I left at home was the bucket hat, but that was arguably one of my favorites that they gave away. There it is. He's got the idea.
You didn't take it off for like 3 days. I told you finally got to take it off. You did,
Always fun to spread the word around town. Great club volleyball scene here in San Diego, and even some support from the hometown Aztecs, our hosts here at Viejas Arena tonight, where Dietrich Collins Parker, a member of the San Diego staff, spent plenty of time as an assistant coach. Willow Johnson, the former Oregon Duck, back to serve. Her team in front by 1. High usage early for Peyton Caffrey in her first start. See if Murr sets her. She does. Oh, what an up. Venegas to Willow Johnson. In transition, Bell able to find an open spot.
I think that's what makes Kat Bell so special, Jake, is you get these big momentum plays like we've seen out of San Diego a couple times tonight. She's just unfazed. She's always going to get the point there for the thrill, it seems like, in those long rallies.
Stone slide dug up by Glass Childress. That's a big key for Vegas tonight. How will they fare against that play? Thomas Ilara and Tomcom scramble, and Willow sends it way up into the sky. Oh, what a set from Glass Childress to Bell as Johnson's there to cover. Temi bludgeons one from the back row. Hannah Maddox was ready. Longest rally of this young match tonight. Kept going by Peyton Caffrey. Double block covered by Shara Venegas. Here's Willow looking for high hands. Out of system set, and Caffrey dots the back line off an assist from Van Buskirk.
Wow. Just kept going, and then finally Lane Van Buskirk, who's been oh so good tonight, gets kill number 4.
And then an ace. We mentioned it could be her last match in a Vegas uniform. The former Pitt Panther great, who's played in France, played in Germany. Such a steady, consistent force for the Thrill. Glass Childress read the Stone tip shot. And Bell flicks it to the back row. D-ball, Willow Johnson shouldered off the net by Van Buskirk and down.
Well, that's what Willow brings. Hitting with that left arm, Jake. I mean, that is just an incredible shot there on the right side. Same line attack, which makes it very easy there. Just nothing you can do with that.
How about the presence, though, of the Vegas block early in this match? Both of these teams blocking at a high level in their recent matches. Bell goes right over the block and gives Vegas a 2-point lead.
Well, Kat Bell's been able to exploit, whether it's been with a powerful swing or a little bit of deception, she has been able to get it to that same side attack in the back corner all night tonight. Got to see an adjustment there out of the Mojo.
Kat playing great ball, double doubles for kills and digs in her last 3. No touch there, and the Thrill lead is up to 3, their largest of this opening set.
Yeah, I was thinking Taiba might want a timeout there. Maybe wait and see if the Thrill get up by 4.
Thomas Ilara tipping, pancaked up by Kat Bell. Tight set, Temi again, kept up by Glass Childress. And it's defense to offense, all clicking for Vegas. Kat Bell with kills on the last 2 points, and the Thrill within 5 of taking this opening set in San Diego.
There's so much pressure for young girls. You have to wear this. If you weren't with these people, you weren't at the cool party, you weren't in. And then that puts pressure on them, okay, I need to not be myself to make these girls like me.
Girl Talk is a national nonprofit organization that really helps all girls develop the confidence to lead. And we do that by having high school girls mentor middle school girls through the most formative years of their lives.
This is a safe place. If you feel you don't have confidence, we're gonna help you build that.
What makes me most proud to be a part of Girl Talk is what separates it from other organizations. We're doing unique work. We serve all girls. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic, cultural, religious background you're from, that the experience of a girl is universal.
This is a place where
วันนี้ดิฉันไม่ได้บรรยายนะคะพอดีที่วัดมีงานค่ะเขามีงานบุญนะคะสร้างศาลาค่ะก็เลยไม่ได้เอากล้องมาด้วยเป็นงานบรรเนาสงกรานต์นะคะบรรเนาสงกรานต์ค่ะเขาเพิ่งจะเนากันเขามีขนทรายเข้าวัดแล้วก็ที่นี่ก็เลยทำต้นเงินนะคะที่จะไปร่วมค่ะทำต้นเงินไปร่วมเพื่อสร้างศาลาการประเรียนนั่นเองค่ะที่จังหวัดอุบลนะคะเลยไม่ได้บรรยายให้ต้องขอประทานอภัยทุกเพจด้วยได้ยินภาพเสียงชัดเจนไหมคะเดี๋ยวดูกันไปนะพอดีเติมเน็ตแล้วเติมเน็ตมือถือแบบแรงสุดไม่รู้ว่าดูได้หรือเปล่า
on offense so far tonight. Still hitting it though at around 20% as a team. Vegas up at 28% offensively early. And the setter dump, Alicia Glass-Childress has done that a time or two.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more, right? I mean, she is just so special. We talked about her and Nutar Tomcom a lot, and we will continue to do it tonight. The best setter combo in the league this year, and get to see him on display here tonight.
Tomcom answers back by picking out Willow Johnson, and the roll shot from Maddox gets it done. It deflected off a San Diego defender there in the back row. Couldn't tell if it was Venegas or Lindsay V-Dubs, and it's a 5-point lead for Vegas. Closing in on the opening set here tonight. Stuff block belongs to Oblad, and it's looking like this first set belongs to Vegas.
Yeah, Berkeley and Hannah Maddox on that last point, two players that have continued to progress so much throughout this season, and they've had a large impact on set number one.
So as Caffrey, whose serve is giving the Mojo all kinds of trouble. That's a big side out for Temi Thomas-Ilara.
Yeah, still a heeled-up climb here, but when you look at Timmy, they haven't gotten her involved perhaps the way that Coach Taiba and Eve Park would like to here tonight. See her detonate a couple more times from that left side.
Back to her natural position, had to play it right side earlier this year. That's a great dig, 17 of those on Tuesday for Temi. As Murr sets up Maddox for a powerful strike. Half a dozen chances now for Vegas. The Thrill have lost 6 of their last 7 matches. After a 5-7 start, they still feel they're much improved from where they were earlier in the season. It just hasn't shown up in the win column as of late. They know the importance of this match tonight, trying to climb out of 7th place and into the top 4. San Diego in 4th. That makes this almost a must-win for Vegas. And so far, they're playing with that sense of urgency.
Yeah, playing with your backs against the wall, that usually brings the best out of you there, Jake.
Nomaris Velez into the match. This is her 9th appearance on the year. Puerto Rican national teamer and Athletes Unlimited alumna. 12 years as a pro, being used as a serving specialist and a defensive specialist for Taiba Hanif Park's team this year. Going right after Maddox. They'll set Bell, and it just misses.
Well, this has been an issue. Fran Flory said about her squad, they haven't been able to finish sets, Jake. And again, still got quite a few set points here, but Fran just says sometimes they tighten up late in these sets.
And the joust won by Lindsay Vander Wyde. To your point, Brett, Vegas in their loss to Grand Rapids on Sunday had some late leads slip away in sets. They lost the first set by just 2 points. Well, this lead was 6. It's now been trimmed to 3.
He's been doing an excellent job mixing up the offense. That's why Atlanta's been killing it lately. Marley Monterey does an excellent job going fast, either pin and then using that back row. Nice to see that.
And now dumped through. Point by. Middle, that's dug out by Monterey. And Marley Monterey with
Marley Monster is so hard to read as a setter.
She is so steady. Her improvement from day one to now has been dramatic.
On set point, Kat Bell tipping, and it's dug up by Shara Venegas. Free ball back. Glass Childress picks out Maddox. And the Puerto Rican libero up to the task again. Tight set. And the joust won by Glass Childress. And the veteran wraps up set number 1 for Vegas on the 4th time of asking. 25-21, the Thrill use a late run to surge ahead of the Mojo. Well, this crowd hoping to turn the match around for San Diego as the second set gets underway. They've seen the Mojo do it before, Brett. They've lost the first set now 12 times this season compared to just 6 times they've won it. The difference is, as of late, they've been able to rally back 4 of those last 6 times. They've bounced back from the first set loss and won the match.
Yeah, it hasn't been a direct implication. You're right. If they lose the first set,
ดูกันไปนะคะดูกันไปนะเดี๋ยวดิฉันไปแห่ต้นเงินก่อนค่ะ
after losing set 1 quite a bit, to your point.
That's a big sign of progress for the Mojo, and we'll see if that trend continues tonight. With a left side swing from Willow Johnson to start set 2, and a stuff block from Temi Thomas Silara. One change was made during the set break. That's Hannah Tapp back into the middle, who has not appeared in the last 3 matches for the Mojo, nursing a sore knee.
Yeah, there's been some injury issues for Hannah this year, but obviously somebody, when she's healthy, you want out there on the floor.
An ace for Thomas Ilara off the top of the tape. Tab and Bastianelli have been so dynamic in the middle, but they've rarely been healthy at the same time this season. And so Taiba Hanif Park taking advantage of that rare occasion tonight by going for a little switch up here to start set 2. Back to serve goes Oblat. And an ace. The 3rd of the match already for Vegas. Boy, they've made a nice impact from back there tonight.
We've seen a lot of aggressive serving, Jake. It seems like we've had a lot of aces. We've also had a few service errors as well. Both teams trying to get after it at the line.
Serving aggressively here again, as Willow Johnson throws in the changeup to give San Diego a 3-2 advantage.
And that's what else that does, right? When you serve aggressively, you get feet moving around, and again, kind of out of place defensively there were the Thrill.
The Thrill defensively, though, have been much improved as of late. Already 25 digs for them as a team tonight, as Hannah Maddox contorts for the tool.
Yeah, Hannah's somebody, again, you want to get going there on that left side. We saw her have 2 kills in set number 1. Try to find her as much as possible, especially if she gets hot.
3-all, and Willow Johnson gives San Diego their 4th. A lot of sets for Willow Johnson in just her first 3 matches back with the team. Already 30 kills now for Willow.
Yeah, playing on that right side, swinging from the left side. Again, it just makes her such a beneficial player over there.
Reuniting with her Oregon teammates, including Ronica Stone, who got that last block. Lindsay Vander Weyde on the floor with them right now as well. Also an integral part of those 2018-19 Oregon teams. August Raskey in the mix at times as a second setting option for San Diego. And one of their teammates, Gabby Gonzalez, on the other side for the Thrill, did not get the start tonight. Peyton Caffrey has done very well in her place. Maddox spins it over. Stone converts on the slide. That's a play that kept Fran Flory up at night before this match, and for good reason.
Well, it's kept every coach up at night when you face this team on the Tom-Com Stone slide play. What's even more impressive, just able to split the blockers there.
And Vander Weyde splits the seam with the serve. And San Diego, who did not have an ace in a 5-set loss last Saturday night, now has 9 of them in the last 2 matches.
Well, they've obviously watched film, and they know who they want to attack here at the service line.
Chance to go up by 4. Stopped by Kylie Murr. Maddox blocked by Stone. Back set again, and Ronica. No signal, no touch. Point Vegas.
Wow, another close one there, Jake. Just barely out from Ronica Stone. Went for hands, but almost got it in there on the back line.
So the Thrill dodge a bullet right there and put Van Buskirk back on the serving spot. And Temi Thomas Ilara takes care of that rotation quickly.
You got to think we're going to see an early timeout here for Fran Flory. I mean, this has been all mojo, Jake, to start the second set. I mean, they are fully in control.
Similar response to the one they had against Omaha on Tuesday night after dropping set 1. And what was a 5-set win for San Diego. Great court coverage by Murr. And Bell blocked. Hannah Tapp. Welcome back to the lineup, to the 2020 Olympian.
Well, that's why you want her out there on the floor, Jake. The way the Cat Bell's been swinging it tonight, nobody's been able to get up in front of her. And, well, obviously right there.
And that was a point for back in set 1. The Vander Weyde joust with Alicia Glass-Childress. Of course, she got the last laugh by winning a joust on set point for Vegas. Stone plays the carom. Sends a free ball to Vegas. And Caffrey takes care of that.
Seen a lot of touches here tonight, Jake. Again, not able to get that first touch quite in sync for either the Thrill or the Mojo. I think you can give the credit to the hitters here tonight. But again, first touch has been an issue for both sides.
Such an area of improvement, like we mentioned, for Vegas this year. Their passing game, the libero Kylie Murr gets a lot of the credit for that. Overpass here, and Hannah Tapp slowed down by Oblak. Caffrey high off the block, and an aggressive second swing from Oblad. That'll earn a free ball back. Oh my, Peyton Caffrey has been a welcome addition to the Vegas Thrill. Already her 6th kill.
Just unintimidated too. We've seen a couple of her shots get sent back thus far here in set 2, but continuing to swing away.
Johnson's turn for a heavy swing.
You're exactly right, Jake. That's exactly what that is. Great first touch there from Vanderweide, and then Willow Johnson. Wow.
So much versatility when she's in on the right side, as Maddox didn't get that one off the sweet spot. Mojo lead back out to 4, 11-7.
And Coach Flory said Hannah Maddox has really had to adjust to the pro game quite a lot, especially attacking at that 10-foot line, something she's really starting to adjust to, has gotten better at, continuing to improve at.
Yeah, and getting more consistent. And a lot of ups and downs this season for Maddox. Mostly ups early, a little cold run a few weeks ago. As Hannah Tapp terminates out of the middle. And there is the timeout from Coach Fran Flory. 12-7 San Diego, a lead in set 2.
What an absolutely beautiful spring evening in the Midwest as we welcome you live to Grand Rapids. This is from Volleyball Federation. And on the left side, Chaussee with a set point swing.
Tom to Temi, and she wins it for San Diego.
Pass by Sponsel. And Cash Brown, absolutely spectacular.
Well, we talked about the blue jersey giveaways today here in San Diego. Their next home match Monday night, the penultimate match on the home schedule for the Mojo in this their inaugural season. We'll see some yellow bucket hats given away to the first 1,000 fans in the spirit of Military Appreciation Night. That match against Orlando will start at 7 p.m. Pacific time. They'll be dancing on the bench. We hope you'll be dancing in the crowd with us here at Viejas Arena on the campus of San Diego State University. Alongside Brett Loftus, Jake Herdman here. Our entire crew, glad you're joining us for some Friday night volleyball in America's finest city, San Diego. And Temi Thomas Ilara held to 2 kills in the first set, already has 3 in set number 2.
Been able to involve her more, Jake. Her and Willow Johnson, we got a lot more touches here in set number 2, and obviously that's a positive. Exactly who the Mojo want to feed there on the left and right sides, respectively.
The lead down to 5 after the service error, and a wet spot will get some attention here on the floor. We talked before the break about Hannah Maddox. Hasn't had the impact she's wanted to in this series with San Diego. Just 16 kills in the 3 matchups combined. Had to miss one of those with an illness along the way. But she's got double-digit kills in 3 straight, and they might lean on her to try to find their footing in set 2.
Absolutely, and you got to continue to lean on the defense as well. When Berkeley Oblad has played as well as she has tonight, you have to continue to lean on both of those players up front.
That was already her second stuff block, backing up a 5-block performance in their loss to GR on Sunday. And just like that, Vegas is back in this set. 3 points in a row. Caffrey spins one off the top of the tape. And Tomcom, what a set over to Johnson. Murr covers. Maddox sent back on the tip try. Bell cuts it across and forces an overpass. Vanderweide couldn't hacky sack it into the air, and it's point thrill.
Yeah, it looked like Lindsay might have caught that one off her knee, but inevitably they said it hit the floor first. Either way, it didn't matter. Hannah Maddox would have got it down anyway.
Extra spike for good measure. And Vegas can trim it to 1 here. Johnson off a high set. Great pass by Bell. And Maddox, nothing doing at the left pin. The daunting duo of Willow Johnson and Hannah Tapp.
Yeah, very scary over there. Hannah tried to go for the cut shot, knew she couldn't go into Tapp and Johnson. Intimidation at its finest.
That stops the bleeding for San Diego, but for how long? 14-12.
Again, Love continuing to go to Oblad there, Jake, and now Lane Van Buskirk checks back in there in the middle. This is a rotation that really got things going there in set 1.
Now Willow Johnson tools Maddox to make it 15-12. All season long, Brett, Vegas has run a lot of offense through their middles, and they just signed another middle in McKenna Vicini, a rookie out of Stanford, to play over there on the middle position should Van Buskirk miss extended time, trying out for the VNL. And the Canadian national team is going to like what they see in the way Van Buskirk has played with the Thrill this year. Uses a lot of her length to take away space and has been finding more and more angles offensively over the course of the season. So we'll see if Vicini gets some action tonight. Right now, no reason to go away from Oblad and Van Buskirk, as Johnson somehow evades both of them.
And I love what Taiba told us this past week about Willow Johnson. You know, it's not like she was out of season just trying to train. She was in season, comes right back into the middle of a playoff chase here for the Mojo. She's been able to bring a lot from what she was doing over there with the Pink Spiders.
Runners up in the South Korean League. And now back in the gym where she trained all winter long with several of her former teammates, including players she played with in Athletes Unlimited. Her and Nutsara Tomcom got lots of time together in that league. Looks like that adjustment period for Willow Johnson might be over, because she's starting to look really in sync with her teammates tonight. That service error comes on cue via the jinx. But Willow Johnson, 9 kills on 20 swings so far in this match to go with 7 digs. Stone slide, San Diego by 4. And they've been able to keep Vegas at arm's length throughout this second set.
Yeah, Jake, again, even their lulls have been really good lulls. Again, they have just been able to get their offense clicking on all cylinders here in set number 2. And, well, on cue yet again, that one is my broadcaster's jinx of set 2.
Can Van Buskirk make the Mojo pay for their 3rd service error of the set? Great adjustment by Tomcom, but a better dig by Alicia Glass-Childress. She's everywhere. Stone sent back. That was Caffrey snuffing out the slide.
Again, this Thrill team, though, Jake, they are so good at making adjustments mid-set. We know late in sets, though, have belonged to the Mojo here recently.
Right back to Ronica, and for good reason. You saw the miss hit on the last shot. Veronica Stone makes the fans forget about that quickly.
Well, that's something Veronica's so special at. If she makes a mistake or a play that's not up to her par, the very next play is going to be the very best of anybody on the floor, knows how to battle in that adversity.
That's how she averages right about 10 points per match. Oh, great get by Tomcom, followed up by Lindsay, and the third swing just paints the line. That was too close for comfort on the overpass.
Yeah, San Diego playing in full defense mode right there, no pun intended. And Berkeley Oblad, well, about half an inch from the Mojo still in that one.
That point might have been tough to come back from for Vegas. Instead, they're back within 2. And Tomcom sniffed out by Murr. That was a great idea. It earns a free ball back. Nutsara over to Temi, a little out of sync on that set. D-ball, it's Bell, dug up by Johnson. Jousted for, and Tomcom wanted the double, she'll get it.
Nutsara's net play, something that she's really improved on all season long. And everybody talks about perhaps lacking size at 5'7". Look at that. Nutsara Tomcom showing off the hops.
Her back row defense so elite this year for the Mojo. 3 digs per set, even more than that in their wins. But she still has the ability to elevate and make plays like that at the net. Caffrey over the double block. Passed over on one by Temi. Glass Childress with the setter dump, and, well, the look on her face said it all.
Yeah, Alicia's going to go to that about once or twice a set, and, well, she's went to it twice here tonight, and she's 2 for 2.
The Michigan native and the former Penn State legend. Just built different, to use a cliche. Fran Flory will ask Alicia at times, hey, are our practices setting the right level of intensity? Is it too much? Do we need a little rest? And Alicia will tell her, hey, don't ask me. I'm different. I'll play all day long. Defers to her teammates on questions like that. That's the type of gym rat that she is.
Yeah, Fran told me earlier in the year that they simply could not have a practice without Alicia Glass-Childress. Said she is there almost at all times of the day. Even if you tried to hide and not have practice, Alicia would somehow show up. She is indeed a gym rat. I don't think you could use a better noun for her.
People said coming into this season, well, coming off of Athletes Unlimited, was she retired? Might she be hanging it up? She's proven right from the get-go that there is a lot left in the tank for the 9th-year pro. As that one lands in, an ace for the thrill, and they have scratched and clawed their way back into this set. That was Paulina Prieto-Sarame, a serving sub who has seldom played as of late. What a move by Coach Flory. Tomcom over to Johnson, who got the tool. Wide off the left hand of Hannah Maddox.
Love the sub there for Prieto-Sarame. Bringing her in, knowing you were at the line. Great move by Fran Flory, but Willow Johnson able to just have another kill in what has been a long stretch of a dominant set for her.
That keeps the Mojo barely in front. Van Buskirk running behind the setter. Can't finish it off until the second swing. That's something we haven't seen too much from Lane Van Buskirk, running behind the setter. Fran Flory said they might employ it tonight, and they did. Glass-Childress going right after Nomaris Velez. Courageous choice from Lindsay Vanderweyde.
You had 2 choices. You could go with the roll shot, or you could do what Lindsay just did, and, well, she chose the power.
We see that choice so often from Lindsay Vanderweyde, the Central Californian, grew up in Turlock, not too far away from here. Became a 2-time All-American at Oregon, where, you know, among all of the star players on that 2018-19 Oregon team that we've seen play for San Diego this year, she was really the one who made them go. She was often the biggest difference maker on that squad.
You look at that Oregon team, though, Jake. I mean, and the players dispersed throughout the league from those really, really good Ducks teams. That tells you how good that they were. I mean, it is incredible the type of talent that they put out, and it's been on display here in the Pro Volleyball Federation all year.
Again, Lindsay fought through a couple of rough matches earlier this month. She was held to 17 points over 3 matches, then scored 16 of them on Tuesday.
Yeah, Lindsay, again, we talked about how every player, it seems like, has had a rough patch. How have they been able to respond in this inaugural season of the PVF? And, well, Lindsay has done a really good job of responding, earning her way back out there on the floor, and being a very, very integral part of this lineup here for the Mojo.
She embraces that positional battle with her former Pac-12 rival turned teammate Kendra Donkey, the Arizona star who has been so big for the Mojo this month. Haven't seen her on the floor yet tonight. As TomCom takes a seat on this dub sub, it's Rasky in the front row. And Van Buskirk puts it down, and Vegas hanging around in this first set with TomCom on the bench. Rasky, another one of those Oregon Ducks. Great connection coming in with Willow Johnson. Here is Rasky, and there is Stone. Back over on one, trouble. Vander Weide, what an angle.
Wow. Wow. Look at this. You caught a couple of shots courageous tonight, nothing more than that, Jake.
The Mojo only still in front in this second set because of her. The last couple of points, she has produced some magic off the right arm, and she'll serve for the set. Stone nearly got the stuff block. Instead, it's overcooked by Caffrey. And it's wire to wire in set number 2 for San Diego. We're all tied up at Viejas Arena.
Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Setter Marley Monterey's been doing an excellent job mixing up the offense. That's why Atlanta's been killing it lately. Marley Monterey does an excellent job going fast to either pin and then using that back row. Nice to see that.
And now dumped through. Point by. Little that's dug out by Monterey.
And Marley Monterey with a tap down.
With the set to hand.
And Marley Monterey is so hard to read as a setter.
She is so steady. Her improvement from day one to now has been dramatic.
With the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
looking toward member Monet. Cleveland with the kill. Evan had to reach for it, blocked, and that'll do it.
Well, there we are, poised at one set apiece, San Diego and Vegas. We're glad you're with us here on YouTube. Brett, the Mojo able to slow down that high-powered Vegas offense. They were getting whatever they wanted in the first set. Different story in the second.
Yeah, again, it just seemed like the momentum kind of shifted, right? And what we've seen here in San Diego the whole year, the crowd starts to come alive, and this home court advantage for the Mojo is just so integral down the stretch.
This crowd was introduced to Willow Johnson on Tuesday when she had 14 kills and 3 stuff blocks, trending towards another big match tonight. She's hitting 40% with 9 kills already.
Yeah, again, she's been wonderful again, Jake. And just swinging from the left side brings so many more options for her and just creates such a different dynamic for the opposing defense.
We talked about the great matchup between the two setters tonight, Nutsara Tomcom and Alicia Glass-Childress. Right now it's Tomcom with 24 assists to Glass-Childress's 15. What have you made of both of their performances so far in this one tonight?
Well, Alicia's provided 2 points, right, with the setter dump, but on the other side, Nutsara, she was really running around a lot there in set 1. A lot of really good back row defense, able to settle into more of her natural setter role there in set 2 and just worry about what she was able to do there. And I think that really helped the Mojo offense really set their feet in and get going.
Here's the rest of the report card through 2 sets in this one. The blocking advantage established mostly during set number 2 for San Diego.
Right. I think both teams have put up a really aggressive block. Like you said there, the Mojo have the edge right now, but I don't know how long that will last or won't last, and obviously the aces have been a big number as well. A very aggressive start at the service line, like we mentioned, for both sides.
4 service errors compared to 4 aces for Vegas. San Diego, they've been a little bit more error-prone from back there. 8 service errors compared to 2 aces. You know that's something Taiba Hanif Park and Deetra Collins-Parker are shoring up in the locker room. And while those teams get ready for set number 3, we'll have at least 4 in this one tonight. And well, the last 4 Mojo matches have gone 5. So it could be a long night here at Viejas Arena in San Diego. These fans are enjoying it. We hope you are too, live on YouTube.
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Setter Marley Montour, he's been doing an excellent job mixing up the offense. That's why Atlanta's been killing it lately. Marley Montour does an excellent job going fast to either pin and then using that back row. Nice to see that.
And now dumped through. Point 5. Middle, that's dug out by Monserrat.
And Marley Monserrat with a tap down.
With the up. Set to hand.
And Marley Montour is so hard to read as a setter.
She is so steady. Her improvement from day 1 to now has been dramatic.
There's so much pressure for young girls. You have to wear this. If you weren't with these people, you weren't at the cool party. You weren't in. And then that puts pressure on them, okay, I need to not be myself to make these girls like me.
Girl Talk is a national nonprofit organization that really helps all girls develop the confidence to lead. And we do that by having high school girls mentor middle school girls through the most formative years of their lives.
This is a safe place. If you feel you don't have confidence, we're gonna help you build that.
What makes me most proud to be a part of Girl Talk is what separates it from other organizations. We're doing unique work. We serve all girls. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic, cultural, religious background you're from, that the experience of a girl is universal.
This is a place where empowerment truly starts from within, and that's a beauty that lasts for a long time.
Join Girl Talk, you won't regret it.
Not a lot of empty seats to be had as these two teams prepare to make history.
They go right back to her. Raynell Jones.
The first swing for Linehan results in a point for the Vibe.
Killing! Off the edge of the block and down.
Chauncey got the free ball and absolutely punished it.
Taylor Cruz off hands. A powerful swing.
Leah had been putting that ball down in Atlanta.
Slam home.
Omaha, Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
San Diego, as they've been able to do in recent matches, finding their mojo in the second after dropping the first. Here are some of the key plays that led to that set 2 victory.
Yeah, again, set 2, we continue to talk about it, Jake. How you start out in set 1 for this Mojo team, at least, is not going to be implicative of how they go out and play the rest of the match. There in set 2 obviously proved it. And again, that Omaha match they played, long stretch of 5 setters, could go to distance again here tonight.
The last 4 Mojo matches have gone 5 sets. They've won 3 of those. Coach Anif Park very proud of her team for their resiliency. She said those types of wins prove that they're not just on a hot streak. They are in this Pro Volleyball Federation championship chase for the long haul. And they're just getting better with players like Willow Johnson coming in with double-digit kills tonight.
Well, I think for the San Diego team, Jake, it could really be good for them to start get hot right now. Atlanta's already clinched the #1 seed. Atlanta's been the best team all year. Omaha has clearly been the second best team all year. 3rd through 7 has kind of fluctuated, right? And I think for this San Diego team, who currently sits in that 4th seed, for them to catch a hot streak here in late April, early May, and to go into that playoff is going to be really, really big if it can happen.
May 15th, the semifinals for the top 4 in Omaha as Shara Venegas sprawls for the dig, and Temi in transition, answered by Murr. Kat Bell off the high hands of Temi. Long exchange here to start the 3rd set. Tap, sent back, Glass Childress and Oblad. They've seen that play on film.
Yeah, Alicia, a setter, but obviously somebody who's going to get involved up front with the block, and she's going to get credited with it.
We talked about the semifinals and the playoff chase. If the season ended today, the #4 seeded San Diego Mojo would take on Atlanta, like you said, clinch the 1. San Diego didn't win a set against against Atlanta this season. They'd love to move up into that #3 spot if they can and get an Omaha team that they split the season series with.
Well, here's the thing, Jake. I agree, but I don't think you can look at it like that. When you're going to try to weigh $1 million on the line, you got to play who's ever in front of you. And as the old adage goes, I hate to hammer it home, to be the best, you got to beat the best, and that's what San Diego would have to do against Atlanta.
Well, you know, everyone in that Mojo locker room wants another shot, even if it's #1 Atlanta in the postseason. They've got to get there first, fighting off challengers like Columbus, Orlando, and this Vegas team, who knows the importance of this match tonight if they want to keep pace with San Diego in the standings. And they've come out and taken a 3-2 lead to start set #3. Haven't seen Ali Bastianelli since the opening set. It's Hannah Tapp playing in the front row. And that one came off the net a little hot for Tom Com.
Well, Jake, I think this is a very, and we said at the top of the show, but this is a very important match for both teams. Vegas is trying to keep their slim playoff chances alive, but the Mojo trying to continue this hot streak and put them one step closer to locking into the playoffs. I think that's what makes this third set so important.
And not so long ago, the San Diego Mojo were 1-5, struggling for consistency, struggling to just stay in sets. And it was those early losses that helped San Diego ignite a fire. Nobody in that locker room felt good about the way things started, and yet it was all part of the process to get them where they are now. A big reason they felt like they were able to bounce back from a heartbreaking loss Saturday against Omaha and beat those same Supernovas on Tuesday. 5-3 now as Willow Johnson took something off.
Both of these two teams, Jake, it has been a filling out period to start each of the first 3 sets now. And I think it has all started with 2 different players and ended with 2 different players, that being Willow Johnson and Kat Bell. Wherever they have went, their teams have followed them here tonight.
What a vicious strike from Kat Bell at the left pin. She has been the catalyst, if you will, for Vegas. She's the first thrill hitter up into double-digit kills now. Maddox has been aggressive at the service line, going right after Venegas. Off the free ball, here's Caffrey. Steered back into play by Tomcom. Overhand set there by the libero. And Willow Johnson denied. How about Caffrey, the 5th-year pro, spent time with the indoor and the beach team at Florida State. She's been around, defends well at 6 foot even. They'll try the other pin to no avail. 8-3 Vegas to start set 3. And a timeout call by Taiba Hanif Park. It's the thrill, first out of the gates in set 3.
Anytime any team can win it here in the Pro Volleyball Federation.
The higher the level, it means more power.
Elekator member Mene. Wow, what a shot. Again.
Rejected! Ronica Stone!
Get tightened up as they progress through that season, and you cannot progress through that solo block in the middle for Casbray.
Laura, deep corner, and that was picked perfectly.
Well, and this is the 4th meeting and the final regular season meeting, at least, between the Vegas Thrill and San Diego Mojo. There's a lot of familiarity, and both coaches mentioned how much fun it is to make adjustments for the 3rd or 4th time around. But with these 2 setters, Nutsara Tomcom and Alicia Glass-Childress, you can never really be prepared for the type of offense they're going to run. It's a bit of a unique situation in preparing.
Absolutely, Jake. I think they can throw so many different things at your opponent. We've seen Alicia tonight again. She's involved in all 4 facets, really, of the game. Nutsara, much of the same. And again, they just bring so much more to the floor than just being a setter.
It's like Fran Flory told us, in any other sport, your tendencies are just your tendencies. But when you're facing setters like these, sometimes you can't look at those too much.
No, I think, you know, we talk about baseball a lot, and there's a lot of other sports. Volleyball's gotten a lot into, like, the analytical stuff, and I think especially with these 2 old-school players, and Alicia Glass-Childress and Nutsara Tomcom, you for sure cannot get caught up in all that.
So experienced, and they faced off with one another in Athletes Unlimited. As Tomcom patiently waited to cover, Willow Johnson uncorks, dug out by Maddox. Caffrey tools the double block, and Vegas has found a spark in the form of the former Florida State Seminole.
Well, this is their big run, right, in set number 3, getting out to this 5-point lead. It seems like San Diego's is going to come soon.
Stone hopes it comes sooner rather than later.
Veronica on the slide.
วิ
Again,
ธี
they're
เข้า
gonna
เอา
run
รั
that
บ
2 to
ลิงก์
3
ดู
times,
เอา
just
ง่าย
said.
ไหมคะ
We haven't seen it as much
ข
here
อ
tonight
ถามหน่อย
as
ค่ะ
we
เห็น
usually
คน
do.
ถามเข้า
Well,
ไปใน
as in large part due to the thrill,
ไลน์ก
they've
ลุ่ม
been able to
ดู
defend it
ยากเหร
pretty
อ
well.
คะ เดี๋ยวถ้าเกิดว่างานเสร็จก่อนที่วัดนะคะ
Right
เดี๋ยวดิฉัน
side,
จะมาบรร
left
ยาย
side
ให้
play
ค่ะ
of Peyton Caffrey
ตอนนี้ก็
has
กำ
had
ลั
a
ง
lot
แห่
to do
ต้น
with
เงิน
that.
เข้ามาค่ะ
She just missed the back right corner there, going over the block of Nutsara Tomcom. Vander Wida, 8 aces this season. Draws an errant pass. Out of system, it's Bell. Dunked down by Thomas Ilara.
Love the idea there from Cat at the 10-foot line. Tries to just push it over, but again, Timmy Thomas Ilara standing right there, not going to get it too far.
That's her second stuff block of the night. Stone almost came up with her third. Nudged over on the slide. Murr, perfect pass, and Caffrey, that ball smoked.
She's just been amazing here tonight, Jake.
We saw her briefly on Sunday in the loss to Grand Rapids. Came on for 2 swings in set number 3. She played for Reed Sunahara at West Virginia. Spent some time with the Vegas Thrill staff. That was where she spent her first 2 years, was an all Big 12 selection there. And then an accomplished indoor and beach career at FSU. And Temi turned back. You don't see that often. Berkeley Oblad on the spot.
Well, Berkeley has been on the spot all night. I mean, just incredible how she's played there in the middle. One-on-one action, and you're right. Timmy Thomas Ilara, you do not see that.
They'll try Stone, who can't terminate the slide. Bell pulverized that shot, but Shara Venegas got there. Oblad, a slide success.
That's a play earlier in the year, Jake. Cat Bell first contact. They're going to go right back to her. They've implemented this slide play now. That adds a whole new wrinkle in their offense with Berkeley Oblad.
Brett, she's hitting 32% this season. So efficient in this Vegas offense. Stone answers with a stuff block of her own.
And number 3 for Veronica here tonight. And again, one-on-one, or rather not one-on-one yet again, but able to find the right hand of Veronica Stone.
She'll go with the jump float, which has produced a team-high 11 aces. Right there, it produces the mistake, although Caffrey and company claim it was touched. Fran Flory and her staff have turned in the challenge.
Well, these have always been interesting. I think out of all of our challenges this year, this has to be the most challenged play, has been the block, or rather lack of a block touch there. And Bolt 6 gets it right 100% of the time.
22 cameras placed all around Viejas Arena. Turns in a verdict, not just accurately, but quickly. Some of the same technology you'll see at the Olympics and international play throughout the summer.
Yeah, you can see the hand there of Hannah Tapp move. Middle and ring fingers get flicked back. Clearly a block touch. Bolt 6 succeeds again.
And it gets a ringing endorsement from Brett 6. Not a competitive technology, by the way.
No, not at all.
Just a guy with a good head on his shoulders.
In fact, some may would say it's a minor product in the overhead schemes of Bolt 6.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either, but I thought it sounded good.
We'll workshop that.
Work on the elevator pitch.
Speaking of elevation, how about Oblad?
Yeah, you win the challenge, and then Berkeley Oblad says, well, let me get back to doing what I should be doing. I mean, just wow. Another slide play again, Jake. They don't know what to do with the slide play right now. Taiba's going to have to call another timeout at some point. Maybe we wait for the sec break. I don't think you can wait that long. They have to figure out a way to stop Oblad on that play.
Just 6 kills on Sunday in that close 4-set loss to Grand Rapids. And she's already got more than that tonight. Willow had to wait on the set, and Maddox pushes left corner. Temi, she loves that high set, and that's why.
Well, when you can go up there and get it, I think, you know, Anna Lazariva of Atlanta, she's one of the other very few players who loves to get it almost to the top of the scoreboard. Timmy's the same way because you can go up there and get it off the top of your hand.
Maddox, that set might have been too high for her. Back row, slowed down by the tape. Bell on the D-ball.
You know what I love about that shot from Kat Bell? Let's go back to about 5 or 6 points ago where she just tried to go with the two-handed push shot on the 10-foot line attack. Right there, Kat able to get all of that one and get it back home.
Her defense has been on point tonight with 9 digs as Willow Johnson hits one that Kylie Murr can't dig out. I point that out because of what Fran Flory said. When her defense is clicking, Kat Bell, the offense tends to follow.
Absolutely. I think just with any good player, when you can get one facet of your game going, usually the other one's going to wake up.
That one swatted down by Lane Van Buskirk, and Vegas back up by 5.
Lane, it seems like she's been quiet tonight. She really hasn't been, Jake. I mean, she has been the second most important, in my opinion, behind Berkeley Oblad, maybe the third most behind Kat, but those 3 tonight, Jake, have been so on point.
That's been the MO for Vegas. When the middles are going, so too is their offense. And their offense has a new ingredient in Peyton Caffrey getting the start tonight in place of really the revolving door they've had at that second outside hitter spot. It might not be a revolving door for much longer. Timeout Mojo, the Thrill, leads 17-11 in set 3.
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Already 10 assists in this set for Alicia Glass-Childress and the Vegas Thrill, and they've rediscovered their form here in set number 3. As you get a look at one of the 2,500 replica jerseys given out to the Mojo fans tonight. Great crowd that is quieted down by that serve. The second of the night for Hannah Maddox. That serve was off on Sunday. She had 4 errors in that one. So far, 2 aces to just 1 error today.
Yeah, just not a whole lot you can do with that when she's on, Jake. And again, folks around the league, it's just not San Diego giving the praise. It's everybody giving the praise here to Hannah Maddox in that serve, one of the toughest to handle. And now, KD3 going to step into the ball game.
We mentioned her and Lindsay Vanderweide alternating at that second outside hitter spot. Valeria Papa has played there at times, too, for San Diego. The 7th-year pro out of Arizona gets a swing, and it's dug up by Glass-Childress. 2-hand push for Bell. Great pass, Venegas. And Dalkey detonates. Welcome to the match, KD3.
You let Kendra Dalkey step into the floor. Fresh legs here in set number 3. I think we might have the X factor on the floor for San Diego.
Is the San Diego native going to provide the spark here for the Mojo? Venegas to the floor. Dalkey dug up by Murr. Great read there. Kendra. Set back. Van Buskirk And that's a buzz kill for this crowd.
Tell you what, Jake, we got to give some more praise to our liberos here tonight. Shara Venegas has been wonderful here in sets 2 and 3, as well has been Kylie Murr. I mean, both have been big, big catalysts for both of their squads.
Murr has 14 digs off the floor at the moment. Venegas just got her 11th. Johnson, that is hard to stop.
Impossible at times, Jake. I mean, right now, you got Kendra on the left side, Willow over there on the right. This is exactly what you want, and Nutsar Tomcom is living a setter's dream.
Such a fun matchup to watch tonight between the two new additions, Willow Johnson, Peyton Caffrey. Here comes Temi. Slowed down by Oblad. Beautiful back set for Bell. Rolled over to Dalkey. Murr stabs it into the air. Oblad swats it down. Kat Bell with a great set out of system.
Well, as the great Yogi Berra said, it seems like deja vu all over again. We were in this spot the other night against Omaha and just said, well, the Mojo have to have some positive momentum in this set to take it into the fourth set, because it seems like the thrill is going to go up 2-1, barring a big-time miracle.
That's how a miracle could start. But to your point, Brad, and to Coach Fran Flori's point, it's been very rare in this season series that we've seen both teams play their best at the same time. I mean, we've had 2 sweeps, 1 each direction, and then the 5-setter for Vegas that they won here in San Diego back in late February. That match looked a lot like this, where the sets themselves weren't all that close. Can San Diego do something about that?
Well, San Diego closed at the very end of set number 1. Vegas did as well. I think both of these two teams, Jake, just have been really, really good at the end of the set, something both teams have worked on and starting to make that into a strength.
2 in a row for San Diego. Oblad popped up by Hannah Tapp. Mojo out of system there. Glass Childress right to Oblad. The 3rd time that slide has worked in set 3.
As Berkeley Oblad goes, the Vegas thrill have followed here, not only in set 3, but throughout the match. Continue to give it to 12.
She's got 9 kills now, hitting 53%. Maddox, look at that elevation. Slowed down by Tomcom. Temi rides the tape and falls.
Really good defense at time from Kat Bell in the back row. Temi Thomas Ilara, though, just a much, much better shot.
A quiet night for the Mojo star outside. She's 5th in the league, averaging nearly 17 points per set. And they go over the top of her for another Oblad kill. 4 of her 10 coming in this set. She's taken over. Overpass, and this set might be over.
I mean, you talk about Van Buskirk, and then you look at Oblad, and then you look at what Kat Bell's done tonight, and then Hannah Maddox has gotten in on the mix, and Caffrey as well. This has been such a complete game from the thrill.
Temi can't punish the overpass, and Glass Childress does the rest. There's only one, Alicia Glass Childress.
3 for 3 on the setter dump tonight.
And this 3rd set has gotten away from San Diego in a hurry after they burned those 2 early timeouts. As Thomas Ilara staves off one of the 8 set points staring at the Mojo.
They continue to find momentum, and obviously that's what San Diego has done really, really well when they've been behind. Namaris Velez is going to come in yet again. Just continue to find some kind of positivity here, because you're right, Jake. This one has gotten away from San Diego in late in set 3.
This set about as well as the Thrill have played in recent matches. They did sweep Columbus at home last week. So it's been there in spurts for Vegas. They win 10 of the final 15 points in set 3.
Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Setter Marley Monterey has been doing an excellent job mixing up the offense. That's why Atlanta's been feeling it lately. Marley Monterey does an excellent job going fast, either pin and then using that back row. Nice to see that.
And now dumped through. Point five. Middle, that's dug out by Monterey.
And Marley Monterey with a tap down.
With the up. Set to hand.
And Marley Monterey is so hard to read as a setter.
She is so steady. Her improvement from day one to now has been dramatic.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
Abbott gets the running start, cramps it down.
Set back, Pittman, the new starter, making an impact.
Some folks that teach the younger ones how to be a pro.
Adora Anai is effective from every single area of the court.
Set, that is number 8 for Lecator member Monet.
Cleveland with the kill. Abbott had to reach for it, blocked, and that'll do it.
Well, the Mojo fans came to Viejas Arena tonight hoping to see San Diego climb back up to 500. This team started 1-5. They have ripped off 7 wins in their last 11 matches since. However, they've taken the scenic route to do so. 3 5-set wins in their last 4 matches. The other one, a 5-set loss to Omaha. It'll take 5 for San Diego to win tonight. Vegas has other ideas. They hit 31% in set 3, and they start set 4 with a bullet from Hannah Maddox.
Well, the sentiment shared by everybody in this league that anyone can beat anyone on any given night is obviously rung true here tonight. And the thrill have controlled much of this match, Jake, but it seems like for this Mojo team, you just got to get them to the 5th set. They're going to be fighting here in set 4.
The great dig by Caffrey prolongs the point, but only for a moment. Willow Johnson is breathing fire.
Well, we just had Fireball playing here in Viejas Arena, and that's exactly what Willow's been for this team. I love the celebration here. Come for the shot, stay for the celebration. Fire it up.
This crowd acting like Fireball was the giveaway tonight.
Uh-oh.
Not just those 2,500 jerseys, they're loud and they are into it. Opposing teams have often said that the crowds here in San Diego can often sound louder than their numbers might indicate at times. As Maddox misses, 3-1 San Diego in set number 4. 8,900 was the attendance record for the Mojo. They got that in a Sunday matinee win over the Fury a couple of weeks ago. Not quite that many tonight, but a strong contingent wearing San Diego blue and lifting out of their seats for Kendra Dalkey.
Well, the reason it's so loud in here, Jake, is because of the way the seats that are made it kind of goes straight up here in Viejas Arena, as you can clearly see on the replay, and they're right on top of you. So that noise isn't going anywhere. It's coming straight down to the floor.
You can hear San Diego chatting it up on the floor as well. And it's TomCom pushing all the right buttons to start set 4.
Well, I feel like, Jake, if you told me we were just commentating the Omaha match again, I'd agree with you, because it seems like the same exact thing. Mojo don't have the best third set, come out in the 4th, and, well, here we go.
That block touch stops Kat Bell, and Willow Johnson dug up by Kylie Murr. What a match she's had. The Ohio State and Minnesota legendary libero. She just rescued that point for Vegas in a big way.
Yeah, I mean, Kylie Murr, some would argue that one of the greatest, if not the greatest libero in the history of the Big Ten, and she has been all that in a bag of chips this season for the thrill.
Second in Big Ten history with 2,400 digs. If she was a bag of chips, she'd be laying out for digs like that. That was number 18 tonight. And again, the persistence pays off. Credit Kylie Murr.
I can't get over that. That was good, Jake. I like the chips. I like chips in general. I like that there.
That makes exactly one of the people who heard that joke who liked it. Sometimes that's all you need. 6-3 San Diego.
Hey, I'm the target audience there. Mojo, though, they have been the target audience for these folks here in Viejas Arena here tonight. And again, just got to continue to persevere, something they've done oh so well this season. They just never can get behind enough to stop. And I think that's got to be a big credit to Taiba's team.
It's like we mentioned earlier, they learned how to lose early on in the season. That's not to say that they liked it by any stretch, but they learned how to take accountability. And Taiba Hanif Park says it's helped them be so resilient. And we've seen that here to start set 4.
Well, isn't that an important life strategy to have? Again, if you can know how to lose and you can be someone to, again, take accountability, know how to respond in the face of adversity, you're going to be somebody that's going to end up eventually winning. And this San Diego team has been exactly that.
A big ingredient to their recent success, Kendra Dahlke was out of the game for a year and a half due to injuries, was coaching at UC Davis. Comes back to join San Diego after 5 years overseas. She's had as many as 23 kills. That was her season high. It came at Orlando last Sunday. And her run of 3 on serve ends with an error and gives Kat Bell the ball. Perfect pass, Venegas, and a stone slide.
Well, usually when Kat Bell has the ball, Vegas is usually going to win the point. Not that time, though. Again, Ronica Stone going back to that slide play. Man, Nutsar is so good. Hey, yeah, that's just those points you just sit back and become a fan.
Let's see what the 16-year pro has in store here. It's a D ball, and it's Johnson, dug up by Bell. Caffrey, dug up by Willow. She hit the floor fast. Chance for Caffrey again. On corks, block touch by TomCom. She covers ground. Tatemi. And off the block, it sails. Kat Bell has had the timely kills all night for the Thrill.
Jake, you take the last 30 points now, 16-14. Thrill have the advantage. That is how close this match has been. And some of these set scores have had a discrepancy, but it has been a very, very close match after the halftime break.
San Diego led by 5 earlier in this 4th set. That lead now back up to 4. The error for Bell, who does have another double-double, her 4th straight. 12 kills, 12 digs for the national champion from Texas. And back to serve goes Nutsara Tomcom, who has won 13 international gold medals across Southeast Asian competition with the Thai national team. Oblad slides sent back. We didn't see that often in the third set. They go to Maddox, and it comes back from Hannah Tapp. Third try, popped up by Venegas. Glass Childress picks out Berkeley again. And the third time's the charm.
That's exactly what you want to see here. Offense has started in the set with Kat Bell, and now Berkeley Oblad setting you back afloat. Hannah Maddox has been really, really good here as well. You got to find a way to keep the mojo moving.
They're moving quickly, and it's sniffed out. Buskirk and Maddox say no to Willow.
You felt like a few moments ago, Fran Flory was on the edge of burning a timeout, and then boom, 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 it's back to 2.
Leading the set of Tomcom that time were the Thrill Blockers. Dalkey comes flying in from the back row.
Talk about a veteran shot. Talk about somebody who's probably taught that shot a lot of times in practice. Look at this. Dalkey in the 3 blockers, picks out one hand to go at and gets it down.
So after that triple block tool, it's Dalkey with the mistake, and it's 11-9 in favor of San Diego. Sometimes the hard shots are easier.
That's right.
Often true for the dynamic Kendra Dalkey. And on that quick tempo set, it's Hannah Tapp. That connection was so strong early in the season. But Hannah's been working through injuries. She's had a knee bother her coming back from a patellar tear. She's also had a calf injury, and she's also had the flu. So she's missed a lot of practice time over the last month. Came on for Ali Bastianelli in set 2 tonight and has not come out since. No word on whether Ali picked up an injury. She's dealt with a knee problem too, but not over the last few matches. So those two have flip-flopped, and we'll see if it stays that way for the remainder of the match. Willow. And it was the tempo from Tomcom which gave her the space.
That's right, Jake. They love to work fast. And right there, that's exactly what they did. Look at Willow, just able to detonate at perfect pace.
And the southpaw back to serve it. Caffrey, soft touch.
And it hasn't mattered what kind of touch she's been able to put on tonight. Caffrey, more times than not, has gotten it to fall. Able to exploit the campfire of the defense right there.
Using a little bit of that beach volleyball experience there. She left Florida State as their 3rd winningest player by percentage, won almost 86% of the time she set foot on the sand. And a miscommunication between Temi and Dalkey. Temi's passing so much improved for San Diego, but that's a mistake there. And it gives Vegas a chance to tie the set. Another tough pass from Temi, dealt with by Tomcom and Stone. Caffrey, kept alive by Thomas Ilara. Beautiful set back to Willow. And Glass Childress did enough with it. That's a point Vegas could have prolonged.
Well, I think that was one of those teammates thought it was going to get over the tape. Tape monster caught enough of it and sent it back, and miscommunication there between Caffrey and Oblad.
Yeah, you could tell Caffrey might have thought that one was heading over. Is the tape monster related to the turf monster at all?
Yeah, they're actually first cousins.
I do not want to be at that family reunion.
Thanksgiving's a hoot.
Now, charitable free ball from the Mojo, and the Thrills say thank you very much. However, they missed it, and now San Diego's the one receiving the gift. Not the cleanest couple of points from Vegas after they clawed all the way back within 1. And that'll send us to a quick break. San Diego up 15-12. They've got to have set 4.
There's so much pressure for young girls. You have to like wear this. If you weren't with these people, you weren't at the cool party, you weren't in. And then that puts pressure on them, like, okay, I need to like not be myself to make these girls like me.
Girl Talk is a national nonprofit organization that really helps all girls develop the confidence to lead. And we do that by having high school girls mentor middle school girls through the most formative years of their lives.
This is a safe place. If you feel you don't have confidence, we're gonna help you build that.
What makes me most proud to be a part of Girl Talk is what separates it from other organizations. We're doing unique work. We serve all girls. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic, cultural, religious background you're from, that the experience of a girl is universal.
This is a place where empowerment truly starts from within, and that's a beauty that lasts for a long time.
Join Girl Talk, you won't regret it.
Well, Brett, it's fair to say a somewhat scrappy match tonight between San Diego and Vegas. Not the cleanest from either side, but plenty of great defensive efforts to go around. What do you think makes the difference here down the stretch in set 4 as Dalkey serves it up?
Grit. I think that both of these teams are battle-tested. Both teams have been in the fire. There's been good moments, there's been bad moments. How much have you learned? And let's take something from theater class. What is the character development for both sides, and how is everyone going to be able to respond?
Well, speaking of theater, San Diego has had a flair for the dramatics as of late. 4 5-set matches in a row. That's a league record in the inaugural season. 4-3 and 5-setters are the Mojo. They have not lost a 4-setter yet this season, which is one of those odd stats you see because they've been swept 6 times, but they haven't lost a 4-setter this year, 3-0. Trying to keep that trend alive tonight. Good serve from Ronica Stone. Temi. No touch. Attack error. And Thomas Ilara continues to struggle tonight.
You know, this was the point of the match against Omaha, Jake, and we've seen it a couple other times as well, just the most recent time, 6 out, where Taiba actually sat Timmy down, maybe felt like she looked a little tired and sat her down, give her a break. Obviously, at this juncture, you need her out there to help send the match to the 5th set, though.
Just 8 kills on 39 swings for a outside hitter coming off of back-to-back 20-kill performances. Hitting it at just 10%. She does have 14 digs and 2 stuff blocks. What a get by Tomcom, who hit the floor hard. And Thomas Ilara in the net on the joust. Point Vegas.
Man, that's a big momentum point. Let's look at this one again. Yep, Timmy's right wrist barely got the tape. You hate that for San Diego.
So instead of going up by 4 and really taking control of this 4th set, Oblad can cut it back to 1. Tomcom had to stay out of the net, and Maddox missed an easy one. Fran Flory is approaching the stand. No horn has sounded yet as to whether or not they'll challenge. Nutsara Tomcom was awful close to both the net and the center line.
Willow Johnson almost wanting Vegas to challenge. She was looking over there saying, challenge, challenge. And, well, I guess Fran said, I will.
Is that a bit of gamesmanship, right? You want them to maybe not challenge it because of how confident you seem? Is that a bluff?
I don't know, Jake. You did that to me playing cards the other night, and, well, you won, so I don't know.
Well, you got to know when to hold them. And tonight, Fran Flory has been successful on 1 of her 2 challenges. Got a block touch overturned back in the 3rd set, helped start a Vegas run.
Well, Kenny, the thrill are from Vegas. So, again, I don't think knowing when to hold them and knowing when to fold them is in their language. They've been very, very aggressive in all facets of the game. And I love this challenge from Fran Flory at this juncture in this set. You know, winning this set obviously wins you the match. It's a big point. It didn't go your way. Go ahead and use it.
Touche, Brad, and Bolt 6 is anything but a roulette wheel. It spits out the true outcome, and let's see if Willow Johnson was actually in the net here. So it was not Tomcom that they were looking for, it's Willow. And it looks like a successful, or rather an unsuccessful challenge for Vegas. So there you have it. Willow Johnson's boldness pays off. She told them to challenge it. They did, and Willow was right.
She knew where she was at.
Omaris Velez back to serve with San Diego up by 3. Van Buskirk, what a dig! Shara Venegas. And Johnson converts. A special night for the Puerto Rican libero.
Heard the horn sound. Jake thought we might have had a timeout substitution for Vegas, trying to figure out who they have now on the floor.
The crowd still buzzing from that last dig by the Olympian in her 15th professional season. And quickly, Maddox sides out. Doesn't look like any new faces on the floor for Vegas after all.
Could have just been an inanimate horn, I'm not sure.
Perhaps just the mojo waiting to get Nomaris Velez in there. And she gets that pass over to Tomcon. Great up by Kylie Murr. This to get to 20. Yes! Willow Johnson. 2 clutch kills in a row for San Diego. And behind their big lefty on the right side, the mojo can breathe a little bit in set 4.
Marley Monterey's been doing an excellent job mixing up the offense. That's why Atlanta's been killing it lately. Marley Monterey does an excellent job going fast to either pin and then using that back row. Nice to see that.
And now dumped through. Point by. Little that's dug out by Monterey.
And Marley Monterey with a tap down.
With the settle hand.
And Marley Monterey is so hard to read as a setter.
She is so steady. Her improvement from day one to now has been dramatic.
Well, a couple of great digs by Shara Venegas, who just took a seat for San Diego, combined with a couple of clutch swings from Willow Johnson, turning set number 4 back in San Diego's favor. The Thrill need a point, and they have it with Kat Bell. That's been their theme tonight.
Yeah, coming out of a timeout, they've looked to her for those important points, and why not?
Kill number 13 for Kat. And that serve way overcooked from Maddox.
Yeah, just didn't have the backspin it usually has on it there from Hannah Maddox.
We'll take another look, as that one sort of had side spin instead.
Wham.
The mojo will take it. Kept up by Velez. That's what she's in this match for. Back row, Maddox kept alive, and Johnson thuds into the table. It stayed in. Oh my goodness, the defensive point of the night.
That might be the defensive board of the year. Wow. I mean, wow. How do you stop that?
It took the scorer's table to stop Willow Johnson from sliding into the stands. But what a great get. That's a point we're going to see again and again, aren't we?
Yeah, that's going to be in all the highlight reels, the commercials. It's going to make it. It's going to make it everywhere. Willow Johnson. I really hope that shoulder's okay. The way she slammed into that table.
Was the right shoulder. Again, Willow, a lefty. Takes great care of that left shoulder. Learned that from her pops. Hall of Fame left-handed pitcher Randy Johnson. But the Thrill have responded. Back-to-back clutch kills. That one coming from Caffrey. The Floridian, who's making Vegas her new home for the back half of this Pro Volleyball Federation season. And Paulina Prieto-Cerame, the national champion at Penn State, and then the two-time All-American at Texas. Into the match, she's played their last 5 professional seasons in Puerto Rico. Already an ace tonight. Caffrey. Dalkey. Caffrey there to cover. Great second ball scramble as Dalkey bumps it over. Stuff block. Stone. And how many defensive highlights do you want?
Unlimited. That's Ronica Stone. I mean, that's amazing. And this whole gym's fired up right now, Jake.
Venegas and Johnson. Was it down? The Mojo don't know, as a horn sounds for a potential challenge. That angle won't show us. Good thing Bolt 6 has more. And we will initiate the review. And why not if you're San Diego? You're sending a free ball over anyway. Might as well challenge and hope to replay this point.
I agree.
Brett, my question was rhetorical as to how many defensive highlights do you want?
Unlimited.
I don't think the Mojo took it that way.
It was kind of like when the big three made their debut and LeBron said they're not going to win 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, then you don't. That's how many defensive highlights you want.
There's the referee's eye view of Alicia Glass-Childress coming to the stand. I don't know if this is going to be a successful challenge.
Yeah, Jake, it looks like Willow's just short of the pancake there.
We'll call that a short stack and an unsuccessful challenge. Vegas keeps the point, keeps their hopes alive of ending this match in 4 sets. Bell. Off the net, handled by Stone, who slides, and it's blocked back by Caffrey. Thomas Ilara quiet here in this 4th set. See if they find her again. They do. And it's dug up by Bell. Caffrey splits a seam. Clutch point for Vegas.
Well, now with Cat Bell at the service line, this is really where you want to be if you're the Thrill, and obviously Taiba Hanif Park realizes that.
Doesn't want to let this 4th set get away. We'll step away, but we hope you stick around as this match approaches the business end.
At any time, any team can win it here in the Pro Volleyball Federation.
The higher the level, it means more power.
Elecator member Mene. Wow, what a shot. Again.
Rejected! Ronica Stone!
Get tightened up. They progress through that season, and you cannot progress through that solo block in the middle from Kaz Ray.
Ilara, deep corner, and that was picked perfectly.
Well, Brett, in this 4th set, we've gotten what we asked for in this series. Both teams playing some of their best at the same time, and Vegas, who once trailed by 5, has trimmed the deficit to 2. They get the ball back, and it's Bell. Nothing doing with Tomcom. Venegas up to Temi, through the block. Only her 9th kill on 43 swings. But the timing is what the Mojo covet here. chance to force a decider. Golden opportunity on the free ball. Sent back, number 4 for Berkeley Oblad, and the Thrill will not budge.
Well, you just need 2 more of those, and then you're really cooking. But Mojo have been really, really good again late in sets, and they've been able to close them out when they've had the lead.
4 stuff blocks, 9
เน็ตจะ
positive
หมด
block touches.
22 ต่อ
The Utah great Berkeley
24ตายแล้ว
Oblad.
จะปิดเซตได้หรือไม่
A swing for the set.
โอ้
Yes
ทุบไปโดนได้ค่ะ2 ต่อ
Temi
2 เซ
Thomas
ตนะคะ
Ilora. And for the
อีก
fifth
คนที่ขึ้น
straight
ไปตีก็คือโทมั
Mojo
สค่ะ
match, we will play
แวบมาแป๊บ
the
หนึ่ง
maximum
แวบมาแป๊บหนึ่
5
ง
sets.
งานยังไม่เสร็จตอนนี้เสมอกันอยู่ที่2 ต่อ 2 เซตนะคะเจ้าแม่5 เซตมาแล้วของจีนตัดสินกันในเซตที่ 5 อีกแล้วเจ้าค่ะเน็ตจะหมดหรือเปล่านี่ดิฉันเติมเน็ตมา299กะว่าจะเอาคู่เดียวนี้ให้จบสงสัยเน็ตหมดแน่ๆเลยอ่ะเพราะว่าใช้แบบความเร็วแบบไม่มีลดสปีดไงพอลดสปีดแล้วก็เน็ตแสดงว่าความเร็วของเน็ตที่เราซื้อไว้เนี่ยกะว่าคู่เนี้ยหมดแน่ๆเลยเดี๋ยวดิฉันขอเติมเพิ่มหน่อยนะคะสักหน่อยนึงเผื่อมันจะดีขึ้นพอดีมาทำผ้าป่าค่ะใครจะร่วมต้นผ้าป่าก็บอกได้นะคะสร้างศาลาการประเรียนค่ะที่วัดบ้านหนองแคนนะคะวันนี้เป็นวันเนาค่ะวันเนาสงกรานต์ค่ะขนทรายเข้าวัดกันต้องพูดจาเรียบร้อยนิดนึงนะคะจะกระโตกกระตากไม่ได้ค่ะน่าจะเป็นที่เน็ตจริงๆอ่ะสำหรับเบอร์ทองยังมีอยู่นะคะเบอร์ทองยังมีอยู่จ้าเบอร์ทองยังมีอยู่นะคะวันนี้อาจจะไม่ได้กระโตกกระตากนะคะต้องสงบเสงี่ยมนิดนึงเดี๋ยวเขาจะหาว่าไม่รู้จักการาเทศะงานยังไม่เสร็จค่ะก็ประมาณเกือบเที่ยงอ่ะตอนนี้เราไปวัดกันต่อในเซตที่ 5 นะคะสำหรับเบอร์ทองนะคะเบอร์ทองยังมีอยู่ดูเอาอันไหนว่าอันไหนนี่นะตัวไหนว่างตัวไหนว่างก็บอกได้ค่ะใครจะเอาตัวไหนเลขไหนที่ยังว่างอยู่ก็บอกได้นะสีขาวคือว่างสีเหลืองที่ขึ้นมาคือเต็มแล้วค่ะ
Welcome to the party here in San Diego. It's been a back and forth battle between the Mojo and the Thrill. Vegas winning the odd numbered sets. San Diego bouncing back from each in quick succession. With Grand Rapids losing tonight in 5-set fashion to Omaha, the Mojo would move into 3rd place with a win. Vegas trying to keep their faint playoff hopes afloat and win the season series over San Diego.
Well, it's another 5-setter here for the Mojo, Jake. That makes it, what, 5 straight matches, 5-setters. And, well, San Diego's awfully accustomed to playing this deep in matches. How are they going to match up here tonight?
As we know, the first to 15, 5th set, the start is huge. And it has gone Vegas' way here early. Their 7th ace of the match, the 2nd for Peyton Caffrey. The former Florida State great, making her first start, serves one into the net. It's been the Willow Johnson show at times for San Diego tonight. She's got 20 kills.
สำหรับทีมที่แข่งอยู่ตอนนี้นะคะที่เจอกันเนี่ยเป็นทีมอันดับ7ของตารางเลยนะคะอันดับบวยของตารางนะ
Her
ทีมเวกัส
first
เนี่ย
miss of the night offensively in terms of setter dumps.
Yeah, you mentioned Timmy and Willow. They have combined for 30 of the
คะแนนตอนนี้
50
กลับมาอยู่
steals
ที่
for the
2-2 คะแน
Mojo
นแล้ว
tonight.
ค่ะ
I mean, it has been that duo that has powered San Diego.
That one tips off of
ตีแฉลบได้
Kendra
เหมือนกัน
Dalkey's outstretched hands, and 5 quick points to start set 5. 3 of them belong to Vegas. Berkeley Oblad, and that slide.
อยู่อันดับ
big
สุด
part of
ท้าย
the
ของ
story
ตาราง
tonight.
แต่ก็ผลัดกันแพ้ผลัด
She
กัน
now
ช
has
นะได้
13
แหละทุก
kills.
ทีม เขายังเคยเอาชนะทีมอันดับ 1 มาได้ด้วย
Nice
นะ
angle. Tom
สำหรับ
ready.
ทีมเวกัสเนี่ย
Vegas to
หลั
Johnson,
ง
but
ๆ มา
it's
นี่เล่นดี
blocked.
ขึ้นเลยทีเดียวค่ะ
And in what could be her final match for the Thrill, Lane Van Buskirk just kept Vegas in the lead. Going to try out for the Canadian Nations League team. Won't be with the team Sunday in Atlanta when Vegas travels to take on the number 1 seed Vibe. That's a 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern time first serve on national TV, CBS Sports Network. The Mojo host Orlando Monday night at 7 p.m. local time to round out this homestand. They can clinch a winning homestand and get back to 500 here tonight. Dalkey
ไปฟาดลูกนี้ได้มาเหมือ
did
นกัน
draw a
ค่ะ
touch
แบน
off
เด
the
อร์
block.
Yeah, KD3 checked in there late and
อย่าง
set
ใคร
3. And she has been a presence on the floor.
สวั
Maybe
สดี
not
ครับ
as
ผม
vital
ผี
as
ด้วย
she's been in other matches, but her presence has
พอดี
been
อยู่
felt
ที่
out
วัด
there tonight
บร
for
ร
the
ยาย
Mojo.
กระตุกกระตาก
Lindsay
ไม่ได้พอดีมา
Van
ทำ
Ryder
บุญ
started tonight, played well for much of set number 2. They made the switch to Dalkey in set 3.
วันนี้ทำต้นเงินไปที่วัดค่ะ สร้างศาลาการประเรียน
Kendra
นะคะ
got that block, but it didn't go down.
โอ้
Thomas
สรายกกลับ
Sayora
คืนมาต้อง
answers with
แก้
a
ค่ะ
dig.
แวนเดอร์ ยังไม่ตาย
Left
นะคะเอา
pin.
โดนบล็อก
Maddox sent back by Stone.
ยัดไว้ได้แล้วก็จะได้ตีเคอข้ามมา
Loops it over the block.
โถมัดเก็บไว้ได้อาจจะล้นแหลมไม่ล้นแหลกกรรม
Overpass,
การ
and Tom comes in the net. Or was she?
กรรมการบอกว่าเป็นลูกฟาวล์นะคะ
5-3.
บอกว่านุสราไป
With that
ฟา
right
ว
foot
ล์
might have been over the line there, Jake. So might have been a foot full.
เสิร์ฟลูกนี้นุสราต้องปล่อยบอลมาหัวเสาค่ะตี
And no sweat
โดน
either.
บล็อก
They
และกระเด็น
answer
ออก
right
ด้าน
back
ข้าง
with
ได้มา
Kendra
เหมือนกัน
Dalkey.
ค่ะแวนเดอร์
Well, both teams have got to put it all out there at this point,
จอห์นสัน
Jake.
ดินโลลงไปเสิร์ฟค่ะ
Again, Kendra Dalkey playing on the freshest legs out of any major hitter and major scorer for the Mojo. Got to continue to go to her.
Boy, if she can find her game in this 5th set, it might be the difference the Mojo need. Quiet her last 2 matches. Here she swings, dug up by Kylie Murr. Bell to the floor, and this is where she took over last time the Thrill were here.
ไม่ได้ไปบวชจ้า
And Kat's just so stoic, man. You see a lot of players show a lot of emotion. Big time kill for her.
วันเนาสงกรานต์บ้านนอกค่ะ
That
เขา
was
เลย
her
ทำบุญ
15th
กั
of
น
the night. She had
คนซ้ายเข้าวัด
28 when Vegas won a 5-set thriller here back in February. 7-4. Great change of pace.
เดี๋ยวไปช่วยเขาก่อนนะ เดี๋ยวดูคนไปนะคะ
Making it deja vu all over again for the San Diego Mojo. They've got to find some answers fast. Down 7-4 in set 5.
Omaha, Nebraska, where champions rise and dreams come alive. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. Witness the top 4 teams of Pro Volleyball Federation battle it out for eternal glory and $1 million bonus. The match for $1 million. May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Well, Vegas head coach Fran Flory called San Diego the most improved team in the Pro Volleyball Federation. After their 1-5 start, they've gone 7-4 since. But she said her team can make a pretty good case for that as well. The way they've passed and blocked over the last couple of weeks, much improved, even though the results haven't shown it in the win column. And that improvement has been evident tonight for the Thrill. Can they find a way to finish the marathon mojo here tonight? They're close. Hannah Maddox, ace number 3.
How about the youngster? Last time she was at the line, sailed one out about 25 feet, and then comes right back and gets an ace here. One of the more vital matches of the year.
And so the rookie out of South Alabama, who's been a pleasant surprise for Vegas, a pick who actually fell into the 4th round of the Pro Volleyball Federation draft. Such a big lift for them tonight. That one sailed too far. Gabby Gonzalez into the back row, and that's why, boy, right off the bench, the Ohio State and Oregon star delivers a perfect pass.
Yeah, Gabby, again, she has been wonderful this season. When she stepped on the floor, she's made a big impact.
9-5 Thrill. Stone slide, splits a seam. And San Diego staying in contact, but running out of time.
Well, you get to send Veronica to the line after this slide play. That's exactly why you need the side out, or the slide out, perhaps we should call it, after that last play.
That one could stick. Bell off high hand. What a dig by Dalkey. Gonzalez with the answer, and Bell dumps it over. It was kept alive by Stone, and then a whistle blows as Glass Childress thought she had a dig. Evidently not.
Just taking another look here.
There was a net touch there at the left pin. Wasn't signaled right away, but the right call was made. Here's Bell. Just long. And the door is back open for San Diego.
You got Veronica to the line. Kat Bell just misses by a couple of inches.
Trailed 8-4 just moments ago. The Mojo can tie it back up. Caffrey has other ideas. How about a 13-kill Thrill debut?
I mean, just a wonderful match from her. She's been a great compliment to Kat Bell, Berkeley Oblad, and others here tonight.
Correction, her debut came Sunday, but only took 2 swings in that one. First real run in the starting lineup tonight. Gonzalez, perfect pass, and Caffrey rolled back over to Vegas' side. Payton again, got it down.
Look at this. Wham. Doesn't get much closer than that on the back line. Wonderful set again from Alicia Glass Childress. And that wasn't even the best set of the point. That was just the winner.
What an exchange that was. And the Thrill are back on top by 3, just 4 points away. Temi, check your watches. It's Temi time.
It's always tea time when you get to the crucial moments. We talked about her maybe not had a tea time-like performance like we're used to seeing out of her, but she's going to be there when it matters.
17 kills, but it's taken her almost 50 swings to get there. Bell, what a beauty. We saw her score 6 of the last 7 points when the Thrill won here in February. And might they lean on the Texas Longhorn legend again? Crucial point here. Willow wallops one off the block. Right back to her. Kept alive again, Gabby Gonzalez. Hit a tap, clutch on the solo stuff.
1v1 at the net, tap, tap, tap in. What a block that time. Great form, straight up, straight down.
Hasn't played in the last 3 matches for San Diego, bringing the fresh legs into this one. And that's one of the few times that Caffrey has been turned back tonight. 12-10. Gonzalez. Great cover by Kylie Murr. Willow. Read well by Glass Childress. And Gabby Gonzalez blocked again. Bell flying into the picture for a tremendous tool. This place was ready to erupt, but now some nervous energy inside Viejas Arena. 13-11.
Mojo aren't going away. I mean, this is one that it might go for a while here in set number 5.
The longest 5th set played by San Diego this season, 18-60, and they saved a match point in Orlando. The next Vegas point would give them a chance to win this match, and off the bench comes Valeria Papa, the 18-year pro from Italy. Hasn't played in 2 weeks. Into serve. And into dig. What a get by Papa. Pushed to the back corner by Willow Johnson. Gonzalez. Roll shot to Tomcom. Willow. Mojo within 1. How about the heart, Brett, from this San Diego team? Down 5 points in this deciding set. They won't go away.
No, and I think I love the move to bring in Valeria Papa at the line. She comes in, gets a really good serve, makes the point-saving dig, and then allows Willow Johnson to do Willow Johnson things there and tool the block. Again, the Mojo, they love 5th sets, but so does Kat Bell. I mean, how good has she been? She's the reason that Vegas even leads right now. We'd be at home already if it wasn't for her. So again, these final points here, these could be, and I hate to overstate, but these could be really big in the grand scheme of things when it comes down to this season. The Mojo fighting, as you pointed out earlier, with the GR loss to move in to that 3rd seed in Vegas. Well, they're still fighting for their life when it comes to their playoff chances, and a win or a loss is going to be big in either direction.
Papa, the super sub. Maddox, set back! Ridiculous by Ronica Stone.
Yeah, you're not getting it through that.
That one took a touch. It was Nomaris Velez in the back right corner. And Kat Bell puts the thrill on the doorstep. A tremendous 5th set. Could end with a thrill point here. Willow had to wait on the set. Gets it back. Right pin, block back, covered by Velez. Dalkey, pushed back by Bell. Here's Willow. Missed it. A challenge turned in by Taiba Hanif Park. If there's no block touch, this one's over.
Jake, I'm not sure if we've seen it or not this year, but this could be a challenge that overturns the outcome of the match. And by that first look, I am awfully intrigued by what we see here from both 6.
Well, you saw what Tomcom was looking for. The blockers had cheated towards the middle. It was a quick tempo set out to Willow Johnson. And this is one of those scenarios where the block hopes they were just late enough. Everybody waiting for Bolt 6 to return the verdict.
And those two just having a combo. All right, let's see it here, Jake. Got to come back. That's tough to tell from here. Yeah, it looked like it just missed Hanomatics.
This one is over. The Vegas Thrill outlasts the San Diego Mojo 15-13 in the fifth. What a huge win for Fran Flory's team on the road.
Yeah, it's a
จบ
big
ไป
time
แล้ว
win.
นะคะ
Jake
จ
puts
บ
them
ไป
at
แล้ว
7-10
จ้า
on the year. The Mojo, they were on the doorstep of making it back to 500. Unfortunately, fall to 8-10. Still in
เดี๋ยว
a
ดิ
good
ฉันดู
spot
ให้
there.
ก่อนนะว่า
Fourth
อัน
seed.
ดับ
Orlando
ลดลง
starting
ไหม
to close in on them
ขอบ
just
คุณ
ever
ทุ
so
กคน
slightly.
นะคะ
But
เมื่อกี้มีคน
good
ช่วย
news
ค่า
is for
อินเทอร์เน็ต
Vegas,
เข้า
like
มา
we said,
20 บาท
this
มีใครจะ
goes
ช่วย
in
ค่า
a
อินเทอร์เน็
very,
ต
very good
บอก
direction
ได้
for
นะ
them. Really saving their season and giving them the chance to make it Omaha.
Yeah, that's right. San Diego had a chance here tonight to really put some distance between
อัน
themselves
ดับยัง
and
ไม่
the
ลด
pack
นะ
of
คะ อันดับ
chasers,
ยังอยู่ที่
Orlando,
4 ของตารางเหมือน
Columbus,
เดิม
and
ค่ะ
Vegas. But now, the race for fourth place is very much on. And the Mojo will look to bounce back
อัน
from
ดับ
this
ยังอยู่
on
ที่
Monday
4
night.
ของตารางเหมือน
Thrill
เดิม
will have
จ้า
to sleep fast. They're back in action less than 48 hours from now on Sunday in Atlanta. For Brett Loftus, our director Jordan Lowry, and our entire technical crew, we thank you for joining us. A wonderful night of volleyball at Viejas Arena, and the Thrill escape on the road 15-13 in the fifth. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night and come back and join us for more Pro Volleyball Federation live on YouTube.
Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball
โอ
Federation
เคนะคะ โอเคนะ